Sip, sip. Ugh, glorious. Ugh. Right. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo, it's painting fucking goo. It's painting goo. Painting goo. It's painting goo. Oh, stretching goo. Painting me, painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Ah yes, it's a Monday, and this marvelous monkey is playing a beautiful song for you. It's painting goo, painting goo. It's painting goo. Let's fucking goo. Painting me, painting you. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Ah. Good boy, Myro. You are an excellent petrified primate. Let's bring it home. Painting goo, 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 goo. Painting goo. Oh, glorious. Painting goo, 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 goo. Goo, 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 goo. Painting goo, goo, goo. It's painting fucking goo. It's painting goo. 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 Goo, 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 goo. Painting goo. Goo, 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 goo. That's it, Myro. Remind the filthy mortals the meaning of honor and beauty. Bring it home. Painting goo. It's painting goo. It's faking goo. Ah, such a glorious day for painting goo. If you have any honor, you filthy mortals, you will place a tip in the monkey's bowl for playing such beautiful tunage. Yes, pay the monkey, because I do not. Greetings, and welcome to another glorious episode of Painting with I, your glorious host, Defenderu, demigod of Painting. Today, a moment, I must descend into proper Painting posture. Ah, glorious, the stool is smooth today. Right, today, we begin a new Painting. A new Painting is born this day. It shall be birthed into existence. Right. And you know what that means. It means we must consult the magic hat. And the map, of course. First, we find out where we are going. Then, we find out what we are going. Glorious. Brother Boris, my feathery friend, give me the mapu. Can I do it? No, hold up. I'm gonna fuck up the headset. Defender us! Right. I place the arranged map of the realm in front of you. And then I begin the new PEINTEINGU Tshirts, which is always a glorious occasion. Right. You have beaten me to it. Your feety mortars are learning. Excellent. 47, says Griffu. The Congo. The Republic of Congo. Are we fearing like Africa again? Or should we try 73 by Stabaroo? French Guiana. Guyana? French Guyana? Guiana. Guiana's bat poop, isn't it? French bat poop? Methinks that is also in Africa. French Guyana sounds like it's in Africa also. So, we shall simply go with Griffu's first one. We shall head to the Congo. Not the Democratic Republic of Congo, just the Republic of Congo. There are two republics of Congo. One of them is democratic, one of them is not. Excellent. What an excellent distinction. Right. 47. The Republic of Congo. Where is it? There we go. In the meter. In the meter. Near the coast. I say near the coast. It's like not that far away from the coast. Contextually and relatively as big as Africa is, that could be hundreds of miles, for all I know. Infoire! What does infoire mean? Is speaking of French in the Congo? Infoire! E-N-F-O-I or E with a written thing on it. Means dickhead! PEINTEINGU! Ha! Glorious! We are going to the Congo. Time for the hat. PEINTEINGU. PEINTEINGU! Vanderas. Right. Boris, keep it safe. Okie dokie. Okay. The magic hat. Placed within the magic hat are many things. Random shit. The hat dictates what we do. Now that we know where we go. Some dude called Oliver is lucky we're not going to Berlin, because I would pour him out of his house and kill him painfully and slowly. I posted the Conanator PEINTEINGU for sale today and got a message on Facebook Messenger. It was a scam. Most vexing. Fuck you, Oliver. From Berlin. May you rot in her. The hot one, not the cold one. Right. First snatch. Snatch. Like an eager. One democratic, the other not. Both sides of the same black koinu. Grid! We must paint a grid of sorts. Interesting. Perhaps a matrix? Perhaps an iron grid? Perhaps a grid of bamboo? Snatch! Number 2. Snatch! Oh. Barely missed it. It is of course important to focus your chi when snatching from the magic cowboy hatu. Snatch! Oh, glorious. Ah! A pig! We must paint a grid. And a pig. I suppose a chessboard could count as a form of grid, could it not? A quick shuffle of the magic hat to ensure more randomness. Finer snatch! Snatch! Oh, glorious. Henchman! Excellent. A grid of pig henchmen in Africa. The Congo, no less. Glorious. Right. With a sip of my glorious Java and a ding of my tiny dong, we shall cleanse your filthy mortal chi. It is time to PEINTEINGU! I place my royal rag upon my divine knee in preparation for the coup. I rode the parrot with the goo. Oh, the parrot is sticky. Glorious. Methinks. Right, I have an idea. We will need much green for this. Some permanent yellow green. Some permanent green right. Some green midder. Some yellow. Some opera red for the piggies. Some yellow ochre and raw umber for the tree rinds and dried leaves. But first, the grid. Some natural grey. I have an idea. I get the bitch wet. Then I beat her. She's now ready for the goo. I take my Ritter Mister, and I squirt upon the goo. To row to fru. Painting goo. Painting goo. Do do do. Ah. Painting goo! Painting goo. It's painting goo. It's painting goo. Razors, like in Resident Evil. Indeed. Hilarious scene. The brack chopped into tiny Cuba. Very funny. Grid, now known as Aidsu. The demise of homos, such as the famous Queen singer. Right. Painting, goo goo, goo goo. Paint, 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 paint. Goo goo. Yes, crap for Paintingu. Glorious. Crap for Paintingu. Methinks. Let's start Monday off with a bango, shall we?
Nice one, Barry.
Fuck you, Barry. Oh, epic. Paintingu. Oh. Painting goo 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 goo. If you're watching Paintingu and you know it, crap your filthy mortar hands. If you know crapper, you have no honor. I must say, despite your illness, you have had a very productive month. Glorious pace. Keep crushing, Defenderu. You think the Fru can keep down a demigod? You underestimate my capabilities, Staburo-sama. I refuse to allow pathetic mortar illnesses to get in the way of the flow of the goo. Get some green on this bitch. Paintingu. Painting goo goo. Painting goo goo. Oh wow, some of them are really not horizontal. It will be fixed. Painting goo goo goo. missed one. How funny would it be if, like, that's what God said about, like, to himself after the whole Noah's flood thing? We all think it was like, oh, God saved Noah and all. Like, you know, what if he flooded the place and Noah was the only one left and God was like, fuck, I missed one. God damn it, Noah. You prepared, resilient fuck you. I posted a glorious film score playlist to the Goo Chatu. Enjoy at your leisure. Excellent. He probably should not have given him specific instructions on how to build the ark then. This is true. Boom, boom, boom. Painting goo goo, painting goo goo, painting goo goo. Right, let's fix this grid. Ooh. People may curse mad, be different for what we go, but each go is saving the realm from certain doom. Or at least that is what this epic music feels like to me. Each painting go gets us closer to salvation. Paintingu. Painting goo 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 painting goo goo. Oh. Marty. Aw, stay. Trust me, you don't want that wanker to stay. Ugh. The trolls. They are hilarious. Pathetic. And hilarious. To spend your time doing nothing but negatively impacting people who actually do shit. A truly pathetic existence. Spreading lies, talking shit. And never to face, so that you can firmly grip their Adam's apple. If you fear the goo, then perhaps the goo is not right for you. If you are brave, you may be permitted to stay. The Monkey King will rue the day he crossed Defenderoo. Indeed. Upon my return to Chinese heaven, I shall laugh at him. Bye-bye, Murray Train. Oh shit. Bye-bye tunes. Tunes got so epic, I clicked the wrong button. I'm not in the mood today. Nearly got scammed again. And now we have the trolls. Fuck them. Fuck them all. If I could find a large oven,
you have the chance for one daily wish to come true.
I would. Pathetic human beings. If they are indeed human. These days, one would not be surprised if there was just a bunch of bots floating around the place. Absolutely pathetic people. Time to switch pitch. Go into a bit more detail. Just sounded like someone let a giant rip. That's hilarious. Some of this real bassy, like, techno soundboard shit, like, or it's just like, like, some of them can genuinely just sound like farts. I find it hilarious. Oops, my brew wrench stripped. It stripped and fell right on that prick's head. Painting goo goo goo. If they had any honor, they would perform seppuku on the way out the door. Yeah. It's the nature of a troll to have no honor. I pity them. It's a sorry state of affairs when having compassion for someone does nothing for them. Type of people who have no idea what love feels like. It's like, it's sick. It's disgusting. Because it's not just like losers who comment on stuff. It's also some Phil tried to scam me out of 400 quid today, like, you know. I thought I was getting an offer on the Coninator painting after putting it up for sale. And no, it's just another scam. I mean, how fucked is that when, like, you live in a world where, like, people like me who are trying to make it on their own, trying to make something, we almost get treated worse than people with a job. At least your paycheck is guaranteed at the end of the month. At least your boss doesn't turn around to you and go, hey, I'm going to give you 400 quid for that thing you did. Psych! Could you imagine? It's disgusting. These people should be found and gutted like animals. I've no like patience or compassion for them anymore. Like I used to be of the mind of like just, you know, mock them and move on or whatever. No. What they're doing is nothing but negative. They serve no purpose. Especially when you're at the stage where I'm at, where like I know I know why evil exists. I know what lessons there are to be learned from that sort of thing. All stuff like that does now is impede the progress of people like me. Like it should be so illegal it's not even funny. Like people like that should just be hung. They have absolutely no place in society. No better than thieves. And the cowards never do it to your face. And they never present themselves as like, you know, they never go, this is me and I have this to say. They always hide behind some kind of like image or group or ideology. Like they hide, they're cowards, they're bugs, they're pathetic, bottom feeding, disgusting troglodytes. They're scum. And they should be dealt with. People like that shouldn't be allowed to live around other people. They shouldn't have access to things. For the rest of us that are like trying, making things, doing things, serving each other in various ways, to various degrees, people like that should be flayed alive and made an example of. There's a reason there was such alleged violence and ideologically powered rage throughout our history. People like that get found out. And before all this fucking PC shite came about, where it's like the hypocritical fucking, you know, peace, harmony, all that shit. Like, yeah, while you monopolize not only force but the economy and all this shit. Like, we exist in a time where these wretched beings are just allowed to live among us. It'll do the job. And I place all the piggies on it. It's gonna look hilarious. Exactly. Yeah, parasitic bottom feeders exist only at the mercy of a society grown soft and weak through tolerance. That's basically it, like. Troll up is a good descriptor from your fellow countrymen. Trollop. Oh, trollop, yeah. That's more of a... I think that speaks to, like, particularly females. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious to me how pathetic and fucking disgusting these people are. And they'll have children, jobs. Like, these people should just be thrown in a hole and left to rot. And people would look at me and be like, oh my god, that's like... How could you say such a thing? And all, like, because it's the truth. If you tolerate and if you're nice to these absolute fucking creatures, you end up with a society that we have now. It's one of the main reasons why we're in this fucking predicament. It's just these god-awful, wretched wankers who don't do anything good. They literally bring good people down. Or at least they try to, anyway. They sicken me. It's the type of people that would like start crying if I actually got a hold of them. It's happened before in my life. I didn't even need to put hands on the nigga. I just stood there and looked at him. The chap was shaking like a fucking leaf. Pathetic human beings. Animals. Can't even fucking claim to be human. They're fucking animals. And they're blessed somebody like me isn't in charge. Somebody like me fucking spends like hours entertaining people, painting stuff that makes people laugh, only for some wanker to attempt to scam me out of what little money I have. Better enjoy it while it lasts, because people like that, they are not long for this realm. You will get caught. You will lose everything. People like that die cold and alone. Full of regret, fear, and shame. If you don't feel the shame now, you will eventually. It all catches up with you. Fucking people make me sick. And I mean all types, not just like the random like fuckers on the internet that like fuck with me or fuck with somebody like Owen or fucking try and scam me out of money. Like, I'm talking Klaus Schwab, fucking all of them, like, do you know what I mean? All the fucking UN, the lot of them, like American government, Chinese government, all these people that our forefathers and our ancestors and like our fathers and mothers before us and stuff like that. Like we have inherited an absolute shit show because people have grown weak and pathetic. And I may be ignorant still to a lot of shit. I turned 33 this November. I still have a lot to learn, a lot to figure out. There's a reason I have the life that I have now. Because I at least attempt to adhere to the good, true, and the beautiful, to have honor, speak the truth, to produce, not just consume. These fucking wretched creatures should be stamped out like some kind of pest, as that's all they are. They are everywhere, Defender. That's why me don't trust anyone. It's not that I don't trust anyone, but yeah, it is. We live in a time where it's like, I don't want to be that kind of person who assumes negative shit. You want to be enthusiastic and have faith and all that. And I do. And I think that's why it annoys me even more now. You know? Because I stopped caring for ages. Like, now I give a fuck. You know? If I ever get a hold of one of these people in real life, I swear to God I'm gonna put my fucking thumbs in their eyes, like, absolute fucking just scum on the bottom of your shoe after walking through the, like, you know, fucking Mumbai or some shit like that. Like, they're just absolute filth, and they should just be routed out like rats and piled into a corner and set alight. 33? 33. It's 33, right? It's my birthday. People always give me people are always taking the piss out of me because of the way I said, like, birthday 33 tour. Wait for that grid to dry before I can paint anything on it. And I mean dry, I mean proper dry. I got my hands on some card paper earlier on that's A2, so there will be far less buckling on the upcoming Painting Goose. I'd already made this one before I went and got it though, so this is still the basic cartridge paper. So it's still buckling a little bit, but the card paper is far superior. Even though it's only 50 grams like heavier, like, you know, or whatever GSM is, like, you know, it's only 50 points higher on the scale. But the difference is significant enough that you don't get all of that fucking buckling and shit, like. Because not only do I not like it in an aesthetic sense, but, like, obviously when you're painting on it, you're painting on a curved surface, you know. Yeah, I mean the female are only what was it? Two years and 11 months. That's what it is. I was born on the 18th of November 1991. She was born on the 18th of October 1994. Some shit like that. Like those fucking losers on what was this young Joe Rogan fella who interviewed Owen. Personally, I think calling yourself young Joe Rogan is like multiple levels of retarded. But it was a decent interview, you know, like he's one of these people that just lets Owen talk, which I like sometimes, like, you know, because you get these people who get Owen on and want to ask him a ton of questions, and you know, he ends up like, it's like some of them are good, but like Owen's the kind of guy that like he's best just let him go, just fucking let him do his thing, like. Fucking, what's that cunt's name? Liz Antoinette or some shite. And then you have that gobshite from Film Grain, like a Camacho Phil. Like, these people should just be in jail, like prison. They should just be locked away. Like I know the things I say are like, you know, what pussies was called like overtly violent or whatever, or like dark or some shit, but like our history is full of people who used to get like burned alive and like hung and like shot and all this like 80 years of peace has made most of the West just a bunch of fucking pussies, like. And COVID just basically showed it, you know. So it's not surprising that like somebody like me will fucking like put up a painting and then fucking I just get like the amount of times it's happened now is actually like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm starting to become immune to it because I'm almost like but it's like I said, I don't want to be in a headspace of like assuming things are going to be a scam, assuming things are going to be like untrustworthy, assuming people are going to fuck you over. Like, it's a fucking horrible way to live, man. But when you have like literally almost 50% of your interactions, whether in life or online, just these fucking horrible people, disgusting, wretched creatures calling themselves human beings. And what makes them even more disgusting is like how pathetic and weak they are, you know? And literally the only way that they're able to do the damage that they do is because of all the stuff that has been made by people better than them. It's just so it's such a low level of vibration, like. And I would take great satisfaction in like literally crushing as many of them as I could, like I'm talking like, you know, fucking
You know you didn't just play, right?
I'm talking like, you know, car crusher, fucking like take them to a fucking scrapyard and Terminator fucking style throw them into this fucking car crushing cube machine thing and just like fucking I just absolutely brutalize these people, like. Why do you think people remember the Crusades? Like, do you know what I mean? It's fucking like just marching through the land and just be like, do you believe in God? Do you have any honor? You and you over there. Like, I would fucking run through a lot of them. Like, you love to just like, it's MacGruber throat rip. Like, I would just slowly squeeze the life out of them. Like, so you feel their fucking larynx and Adam's apple and shit just like crumble under in your fist, like it was a bit of plastic packaging or something, like, you know. Absolute fucking cowards. Disgusting creatures. May they rot. Words cannot describe how much I despise Bono and you two. Yeah, Bono's something else. He really is, like, Bono's something fucking else with his fucking rose tinted glasses and all, like. But that Simpsons episode where they take Homer backstage for a beating reminds me of your trolls. Don't worry, folks, he'll get the help he needs. Languishing in a dingy basement with some bits of rotten food per week to nibble on. No one to talk to but the voices in their own head. That's what would benefit such types. Well, yeah, I know, like, you fucking put them away, you know, put them to, like, make them slaves or something, like, do you know what I mean? At least get something useful out of them. Like I get that, like, do you know? Like, just throw chains on them and then force them to do manual labor or some shit, like. But, I don't know. I mean, like, people like that generally are even useless in some, like, you know. They're the kind of, they're like, I seriously don't know how some of these people have, like some of these people I've come across have children. And I just find that, like, incredible. I find that utterly incredible that some of these people have, like, you know, jobs and kids. And I'm just like, that's insane to me, like. That's utterly insane to me, like. Like, I'm really, like, you know, I'm into that, like, perspective that Owen lays out, where he's like, have kids, you know, have families, you know, like, kids are great, and I, like, completely agree, like, you know, for the most part, in that context, like, you know, of, like, have a family, like, all that shit, kids are awesome. But the reality is that there's people who should not be having children. Now, does that mean I agree with, like, abortion and shit? Hell no. It's not the baby's fault. But I think, like, if certain people, like, actually create offspring, they should be penalized. Then you should take the kid off them, like, no. And yeah, I know, like, people who know law better than I do and, like, know historical examples of what I'm talking about, you're like, oh no, you can't do that because of this and blah blah. I get it. I'm just speaking my mind. I'm just being honest, because I think what's going on is, like, utterly fucking horrific. Like, the idea that people can be Like if you discover someone to be a deceiver, if someone engages in deception, and then people find out and they're like, oh, that guy deceived us. Nothing fucking happens. Like, typically they're just allowed to keep deceiving. And that really fucking pisses me off. And I'm really starting to see why people say sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. Because I used to be sarcastic a lot. Like, I used to think sarcasm is fairly funny, depending on, like, you know, its delivery and tone and the subject matter. But I've seen that a lot now, where, like, these trolls, these, like, haters and stuff like that, like, man, they love sarcasm. It's like one of their go-to tools. It's fucking sarcasm. And it makes perfect sense. You know, like the devil can't create, can only mimic and all this shit, like, you know. You fucking grown men reading or, like, you know, hearing something and being like, oh, so what you mean is, it's like, did you seriously do what females did? Just like, you seriously just did what a female does, and you call yourself a man, like, fucking interpreting people's words, like, oh, so what you mean is, like, people like that really do make me want to go Vlad the Impaler, like. I would make an example of people like that no one would ever be able to forget. I would make damn sure that there's no scrolls or libraries or anything like that you could, like, fuck up and it would, like, you know, erase it from history or some shit. Like, I would fucking... like, sear their fucking corpses into fossil form or some shit, like, into the side of mountains. Grid's a bit off, but it'll work for what it needs to do. Get some flowers in there or something. Get some lilac. Some turquoise. I would like to get to a stage where it doesn't affect my mood. I would like to be disciplined in my emotions enough. If I get scammed or somebody tries to scam me, or someone's talking shit in a comment section, or somebody's trolling or some shit, like, I would love to get to the stage where it just doesn't faze me at all. I'm not there yet, you know. I still have a lot of pent-up rage in me. It can be triggered. My rage, my wrath can be triggered. This makes me weak, in a sense. Makes me vulnerable. Makes me easily manipulated on a level. I suppose I just haven't figured it out logically in my mind. I haven't rationalized it. Still just a huge part of me that's like, but this is wrong. How can these people be allowed to just be? Fucking innocent people are fucked up like all the time. Fuck all justice takes place, you know, on a grand scale. Really fucked up things like happen like every fucking day. There is a drastic disparity between good and evil of late. It really fucking vexes me. It's not only frustrating, but it produces a sense of melancholy in me. As I look at the world and I'm like, fuck, I mean, like, this place is so cool, we can do all this shit. I mean, look at all the cool stuff we can do. Do you not find existence itself utterly profound on a fundamental level? All this stuff, like, no, these people are like fucking... I don't even think describing them like, or comparing them to like parasites or amoebas or bottom feeders, I don't think it does it justice. Like, they're worse than animals in my, like, from what I can tell. Like, they're literally worse than animals, because like an animal will do some, like, its motivations are generally like quite understandable. I'm hungry, I'm sick, I'm fucking like, well, that might be it. You know, you could argue that like your average troll is just literally like sick in the head. You know, I do pity them. You know, it's not just wrath. I do pity the fuckers, cause like I can try and imagine it, but then like when I try and imagine it, it makes me feel sick. Like, it's like such a level of discomfort to try and imagine what being like that would actually be like. Is fucking utterly disgusting. Like, nobody trusts you. Nobody loves you. Be crazy, like. Forget about other people. I mean, like, you probably have a profound, almost subconscious hatred for yourself. Which is one of the reasons why you behave like that, like. It's fucking insane to me, like. We just let them keep doing it. Like, on a level, I think that makes us, like, not only has our weakness produced such useless fucking entities, but like, we're also doing ourselves an injustice by allowing them to just like keep going. Oh, look, it's just another troll. I don't mind them. But they, like, they negatively impact shit, like. Yeah, you know, but, like, you know, it's like, no, I mean, like, I think a lot of it's cope, to be quite honest, like, not to give like, not to give Owen shit or anything, but like, I think he was right, and I think he's listened to his audience too much. They should be like singled out and destroyed, whether rhetorically or dialectically or both. They should be like, this profile is this person, they live here. They do the, like, once you're committing deception on the internet, you forgo your right to not be doxxed. Like, you should be hunted down and dealt with legally, whatever country you're in. Like, do you know what I mean? Hopefully you're in some place like China where they can fucking do horrible shit to you, and I can watch. Like, part of me hopes that abortions become, like, limitless, because then you can just abort people. There would be a slight benefit to that, you know, in situations like this, where you could just, like, you could just abort a grown human being, like. That's murder, is it, though? Can you murder something that's already dead inside? Your last job was working with people who had disorders? I don't know, Margie. I think too, like, I get where you're coming from. So many people these days don't have feelings. Like, I get where you're coming from. But to take that comment literally, it's like, oh yeah, they do have feelings. They have feelings, and they use their feelings quite often to justify their obscene behavior. It's another thing that's so frustrating, is this whole, like, that's one of the reasons why I respect Owen so much, is because he's trying to stamp out victim mentality, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't consider myself a victim. I'm just stressed because I'm dealing with frustrating shit. But I'm not like, you know, I'm being... horrible things are being done to me and it's mean and all. It's like when somebody gets something wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is vexing. This should be rectified. It's actually less on an emotional level. Like, I get emotional because I get frustrated, but the frustration generally stems from the realization that that the subject in question is, like, void of logic and reason. Like, the only reason for such things is unproductive, negative reasons. And you're just like, what purpose does a person like that serve? You know, like, I get it. Like, you could, like, you know, take the supposedly stoic stance of, like, you know, oh, like, they exist to remind us how not to be. Like, I've said that myself loads of times, like, and to a degree I agree with it, like, but it's like, I don't need to be reminded not to be, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it gets to a point where, like, I don't need to be reminded of that. You don't need to keep reminding me how, like, absolutely depraved and fucked up certain people are, like. like, if the person who tried to fuck me over today, over the Conan painting, if that's like a bot, then the person who designed that software, who like put it on the phone, who's running the bot farm, like, should fucking have their eyes plucked out of their head or something. Like, but if it's just actually one person who's just like individually scamming on a personal level, like, yeah, douse him in kerosene and set him alight. Like, fuck that cunt. Like, what an utterly fucked up thing to do. Like, oh yeah, I'll buy your stuff. You got PayPal, yeah? I'm in Berlin. You know, like... And don't get me wrong, sometimes I get pissed at myself for, like, not recognizing that it's a scam. But then, like, some of the scams are, like... They don't seem like scams, at least initially, you know? As far as I was concerned, I just sold the Conanator painting for 400 quid. Was waiting to, you know, get money sent to me on PayPal. Then I realized that it's a fucking scam. When I looked at my email. So for about 20 minutes I was like, oh, deadly, like, you know, fucking, that's great news. Only to be, like, deflated again, like, do you know what I mean? I mean, fucking hell, like. It's sick. It's a sick and twisted thing to do to someone, like. Yeah, like, that's what I was thinking. It's like, at least bottom feeders and at least like insects, like, you know, like a fucking cockroach and like maggots. Maggots have more like use than a human being who does stuff like that. I don't care if I swear to fucking God, I don't care if they have like another portion, like another part of their life that could be argued is like, you know, good in some way or some shit. Like, if you do that stuff, if you deceive and you scam and you lie and you're a grown adult, I seriously think you should just be thrown in a pit. You should just be cast out. Like, what a fucked up thing to do to people. Like I find it more fucked up than, you know, like most crime. Like, you know what I mean? Like drug dealers typically aren't deceptive, you know, like fucking murderers aren't deceptive. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like a lot of murderers is like, yeah, I shot that nigga. Like, it's like, fuck. Like, I just like, oh. fucking scum is all there. Fucking mold has more use than fucking cunts like that, like. Right, me bereaves the background is more or less filled in and complete. Got a little bit of warping going on right now, a little bit of buckling. Said she didn't want to have babies because she was afraid it'd be like her. I know that sound like I know that is sad. I can get why, like, you know, you went to an office and cried because that's sad, but it's also like that's incredibly self-aware for somebody with mental illness. You know, that's a strong stance to take as somebody with mental illness, like to be like, I don't want to have children in case they end up like me. Like, shows a level of like, well, I'm broken, so why would I want to make more broken people? Or I'm damaged, why would I want to make potentially more damaged people? You know, what if they're more damaged than I am? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I get that. I think we really do live in a time where like a lot of people, like, I don't know if it's most, but like a lot of people think that being nice, in quotes, is good. And it's really not. Being nice, like in the common sense, oh, don't be mean, you know, be nice. It's like, you're just fucking weak. Be good to people. Be true to people. Make and do beautiful things. It's not the same as being, in quotes, nice. Grew up with the fucking saying that nice guys finish last. Why? Because the world is predatory. Even when you have morality, you know, like there's a sense of like competition and predator-like behavior, but it can be moral and it can be honorable. You know, compete honorably, compete with some sort of ethics, rules of engagement. You know, these people who act without honor should be treated as such. They should be branded. At the very least, people like that should be like removed from society and branded. Just shamed, mocked. Not a lot of stuff elicits that kind of response out of me, where I genuinely want to cause physical pain to these people. Like, I'm talking like skin them alive. Like, I want to hear them scream like a dog in China. Painting goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Just met a fellow truther at work. Nice fella. I recommended Owen and Vox to him. Super based from Serbia. Is a Serb. Hilarious. Right, I don't want to put the pigs on this yet, because it's still drying like on the other side of the page in between the board. So I think if I leave this till tomorrow, it'll be nice and flat when I come back to it. And I've other shit to do and I need to get ready to cook dinner as well. So, my beloved Japanites and all you other flirty, pathetic mortals, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode of Paintingu. I shall return. Same timer, same pricer, same high-octane Paintingu energy. In the meantime, be good, be true, and be beautiful. Remember to smash the like button like it has insulted your ancestors. And of course, Rika, subscriber, and share Paintingu. And if you have any honor within your feeble mortar share, you will pay for Paintingu. Many links in description. Painting goo 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 goo.